Welcome back to Learn English Quickly with Podcast, the podcast that takes you from learner to master. I'm your host, Wyatt.
And I'm Maya. It's incredible to be here for episode 11. Last time, we explored deep strategies for thinking naturally in English.
Today, we're addressing something rarely discussed. What happens when you're already fluent? How do you keep growing when you've reached an advanced level? How do you avoid getting stuck?
This is crucial because many advanced speakers hit a plateau. They're fluent enough for daily life, but they stop improving. Today, we'll show you how to break through that ceiling and continue evolving your English.
So, let's start with the big question. Why do advanced speakers plateau?
Comfort is the enemy of growth. When you can communicate effectively, there's less urgency to improve. You stop noticing mistakes because people understand you. You develop workarounds for gaps in your knowledge instead of filling them.
It's like being good enough becomes a trap. What are the signs that someone has plateaued?
Using the same expressions repeatedly, avoiding complex topics, making the same fossilized errors for years, feeling like your English was better a few years ago, or losing motivation to engage with English content. This all signals stagnation.
Fossilized errors. That's an interesting term. Can you explain that?
Fossilization happens when errors become so ingrained they feel correct to you. Maybe you always say, "I'm agree," instead of "I agree," or misuse articles in specific contexts. After years, these patterns solidify and become incredibly hard to change.
So how do we identify our own fossilized errors if they feel normal to us?
Record yourself in different contexts: formal presentations, casual conversations, phone calls. Listen critically or have a native speaker identify patterns. Often, you'll notice errors you don't hear when speaking. It's like seeing yourself on video. Suddenly, everything's obvious.
Self-awareness through recording. What about vocabulary stagnation? Many advanced speakers feel stuck using the same words.
Vocabulary plateaus are common because we gravitate toward words we're comfortable with. To break this, try the synonym challenge. Ban yourself from using common words for a week. No good, bad, nice, or interesting. Force yourself to find alternatives.
That would definitely expand expression. What specific strategies help advanced speakers grow their vocabulary?
Read outside your comfort zone. Academic journals if you usually read fiction. Poetry if you prefer news. Learn etymology to understand word roots. Study collocations. Which words naturally go together? This deepens your understanding beyond just definitions.
Going deeper into word relationships. What about pronunciation? Can advanced speakers still improve there?
Absolutely. Many fluent speakers have good enough pronunciation but could refine it. Work on subtle things: weak forms in connected speech, sentence stress for emphasis, intonation patterns that convey attitude. These refinements make you sound truly native-like.
The difference between clear and native-like. How can someone work on these subtle aspects?
Shadow native speakers, but focus on micro features. Notice how going to becomes gonna in casual speech, how certain words almost disappear in fast conversation. Record yourself saying the same sentence with different emotions. This trains subtle intonation control.
Emotional intonation. That's advanced. Now, what about expanding into different registers or varieties of English?
This is where advanced learners can really grow. If you've mastered general English, specialize. Learn legal English, medical English, academic writing conventions, or regional dialects. Each variety offers new challenges and prevents stagnation.
Specialization as growth. How does someone choose which direction to pursue?
Follow your interests or career needs. Fascinated by law? Dive into legal English. Love British comedy? Master British slang and humor. The key is choosing something that excites you enough to maintain motivation through the challenging learning curve.
Passion-driven learning. What about developing a more sophisticated writing style?
Advanced writing goes beyond correctness to style and voice. Study great writers in English. Analyze their sentence variety, how they build arguments, their rhetorical devices. Try imitating different styles: journalistic, academic, creative, to expand your range.
Literary analysis for practical improvement. Can you give specific exercises?
Take a paragraph from a favorite author and rewrite it in different styles. Make Hemingway's simple prose ornate, or simplify complex academic writing. This style flexibility helps you understand the choices behind effective writing.
Style transformation exercises. Now let's talk about cultural fluency, understanding not just language but context.
Cultural fluency is what separates advanced from native-like. It's understanding historical references, pop culture callbacks, generational slang, regional humor. This requires ongoing engagement with diverse English language media and communities.
How can someone systematically build cultural fluency?
Create a cultural curriculum. Watch classic films referenced in conversation. Read books that shaped English-speaking cultures. Follow political satire to understand current references. Join online communities where these references are discussed and explained.
Building cultural context systematically. What about maintaining languages? How do we keep our English sharp while living in non-English environments?
This is a huge challenge. Create artificial immersion, English-only hours, virtual conversation partners, consuming all entertainment in English. But also use your English actively. Blog, create content, teach others. Passive consumption isn't enough at advanced levels.
Active use versus passive consumption. Can you elaborate on content creation as a maintenance tool?
Creating content forces you to organize thoughts, research vocabulary, and receive feedback. Start a YouTube channel, podcast, or blog in English. The regular production schedule and audience interaction keep your English active and evolving.
Accountability through audience. What about advanced learners who feel they've lost their edge? Their English has gotten worse.
Language attrition is real. Without challenge, skills deteriorate. The solution is deliberate practice, not just using English, but pushing boundaries. Take on projects that stretch you. Write a novel, give technical presentations, debate complex topics.
Deliberate challenge over comfortable use. What specific challenges would you recommend?
Try simultaneous interpretation. Watch news in your native language and interpret into English in real time. Write academic papers on complex topics. Participate in English improv comedy. These activities demand quick thinking and precision.
Those sound intense. What about perfectionism? Some advanced learners become paralyzed trying to eliminate every tiny error.
Perfectionism is particularly dangerous at advanced levels because you know enough to hear every imperfection. Remember, native speakers make errors constantly. Focus on effective communication and stylistic growth rather than eliminating every minor mistake.
Progress over perfection. How can advanced speakers find appropriate challenges when most resources target beginners?
Create your own challenges. Translate complex texts into English. Transcribe and analyze native speaker conversations. Join professional associations in English. Attend academic conferences. The real world becomes your advanced textbook.
Self-directed advanced learning. What about accent modification? Some advanced speakers want to change their accent.
Accent modification is controversial, but valid if personally desired. Work with a speech coach who respects your identity while helping you achieve your goals. Remember, accents are part of identity. The goal should be clarity and confidence, not erasing who you are.
Balancing clarity with identity. For those who do want to modify their accent, what works?
Focused phonetic training on specific sounds, extensive shadowing of your target accent, recording and comparing spectrograms of your speech versus native speakers. But always ask yourself why. Is it for clarity or internalized prejudice?
Important self-reflection. Now let's discuss how advanced speakers can contribute back to the learning community.
Teaching others crystallizes your own knowledge. Mentor intermediate learners. Create learning resources. Share your journey. Explaining grammar rules forces you to understand them deeply. Plus, learners' questions highlight areas you take for granted.
Teaching as learning. What about code switching, moving between different Englishers?
Advanced speakers should master code switching, professional English for work, casual English with friends, academic English for writing. Practice transitioning smoothly between registers. This linguistic agility is true mastery.
Linguistic agility. I like that term. How does someone develop this flexibility?
Role play the same scenario in different contexts. Describe your weekend to your boss, your best friend, in an academic paper. Notice how vocabulary, structure, and tone shift. This conscious practice builds automatic register switching.
Same content, different containers. What about developing a personal style or voice in English?
Advanced speakers often sound generic because they learned correct English. Developing voice means choosing favorite expressions, developing consistent humor styles, having opinion patterns. Study speakers you admire and adapt elements that resonate with your personality.
Finding your English personality. Can you give examples of developing personal style?
Maybe you love understatement like the British, or prefer American directness. Perhaps you enjoy wordplay or tend toward metaphorical language. Consciously develop these preferences. Your English should sound like you, not a textbook.
Authentic self-expression. Now, what about staying motivated when progress becomes less obvious?
Set micro goals because macro progress is slower at advanced levels. Master one new idiom weekly. Perfect one phoneme monthly. Write in one new genre quarterly. These small wins maintain momentum when you can't see dramatic improvement.
Micro goals for macro progress. What about imposter syndrome? Many advanced speakers still feel not good enough.
Imposter syndrome intensifies with knowledge. You know enough to see the gaps. Combat this by documenting progress. Keep old recordings and writings. Compare annually, not daily. Celebrate bilingual abilities rather than focusing on monolingual standards you'll never meet.
Perspective and self-compassion. Let's talk about advanced grammar. What's left to learn?
Advanced grammar isn't about rules, but choices. Study stylistics. How grammar creates effects. When does passive voice enhance writing? How do different sentence structures control read pace? This moves beyond correctness to artistry.
Grammar is art. Can you give specific examples?
Short sentences create urgency. They grab attention. See? Longer, more complex sentences with multiple clauses allow for nuanced exploration of interconnected ideas, creating a more contemplative reading experience. Fragment for impact. Grammar becomes your paintbrush.
Beautiful demonstration. What about humor? Developing sophisticated humor in a second language.
Humor requires cultural knowledge, timing, and linguistic creativity. Study different humor styles: British dry wit, American observational comedy, wordplay, and puns. Practice by writing jokes, trying stand-up, or creating humorous content. Humor mastery shows deep language integration.
Humor as advanced skill. What exercises help develop English humor?
Watch comedy with subtitles and analyze why things are funny. Try writing the same joke for different audiences. Create puns and wordplay. Join improv groups. Remember, bombing is part of learning. Every failed joke teaches timing and cultural awareness.
Learning through laughter and failure. Now, what about developing expertise vocabulary in specific fields?
Choose a field and dive deep. Read research papers, attend webinars, join professional forums. But don't just memorize terms. Understand the discourse style. How do economists argue differently from psychologists? This metalinguistic awareness is advanced mastery.
Understanding discourse communities. How long does it take to develop field-specific fluency?
Expect 6 to 12 months of intensive engagement to feel comfortable in a new field's English. But it's faster than general English because you're building on your existing foundation. Plus, specialized knowledge makes you valuable in international contexts.
Specialized value. What about advanced listening? Understanding fast, mumbled, or heavily accented English?
Challenge yourself with difficult content. Watch reality TV for natural, overlapping speech. Listen to podcasts at 1.5x speed. Seek out speakers with thick regional accents. Train your ear constantly. Advanced listening means understanding anyone, anywhere.
Universal comprehension. What strategies help with extremely difficult listening?
Focus on discourse markers and stress patterns rather than every word. Use context to fill gaps. Practice with degraded audio, old recordings, poor phone connections. This builds robust comprehension skills for real-world situations.
Robust real-world skills. Let's talk about advanced reading strategies.
Advanced reading means reading like a writer. Notice structure, style choices, rhetorical moves. Why this word and not another? How does the author build arguments? Read with a pencil. Annotate. Question. Argue. Active engagement deepens understanding.
Critical reading skills. What about speed versus depth?
Develop both. Practice speed reading for information extraction, newspapers, reports, but also do deep reads analyzing every choice in literary texts. This flexibility lets you adjust your reading style to purpose, a key advanced skill.
Flexible reading strategies. Now, what about overcoming the intermediate plateau specifically?
The intermediate plateau is comfortable, but limiting. Break it by seeking discomfort. Conversations about unfamiliar topics, texts above your level, situations where you struggle. Comfort kills growth. Embrace productive struggle.
Productive struggle. Powerful concept. Can you give specific discomfort challenges?
Join a philosophy discussion group. Attend poetry readings and discuss interpretations. Take an online course in a subject you know nothing about. Volunteer to give presentations on complex topics. Each struggle expands your capabilities.
Stretching through struggle. What about advanced speakers who want to sound more native? Is that a worthy goal?
Native-like is problematic because there's no single native standard. Instead, aim for expert user, someone who can adapt to any English context effectively. This includes understanding native speakers, but also communicating globally. Your international English is an asset.
Expert user over native speaker. How does this mindset shift help?
It frees you from impossible standards and values your unique perspective. Expert users bring fresh metaphors from their languages, see patterns natives miss, and bridge cultures. You're not deficient, you're multilingual. That's powerful.
Empowering perspective shift. Let's talk about maintaining multiple languages while advancing in English.
Multilingual maintenance requires intentional practice. Schedule language days, maintain separate social circles for each language, consume diverse media. But also explore connections. How does your Arabic influence your English metaphors? This metalinguistic awareness enriches all your languages.
Cross-linguistic enrichment. What about advanced translation skills?
Translation is excellent advanced practice, but go beyond literal translation. Capture tone, cultural concepts, implied meanings. Translate poetry, humor, culturally specific content. This deep processing strengthens both languages and cultural understanding.
Translation as advanced exercise. Now let's create level-appropriate challenges for our advanced listeners.
Challenge 1. Choose a complex topic you're passionate about. Create a 20-minute presentation, blog series, or video course entirely in English. The teaching format forces clarity and depth while maintaining engagement.
Content creation challenge. What's next?
Challenge 2. Master a new English dialect or accent. Spend 3 months intensively studying Australian, Indian, or Irish English. Understand the humor, cultural references, and linguistic patterns. This expands your English universe.
Dialect exploration. And for the ultimate challenge?
Ultimate challenge. Write and perform a one-person show in English. Combine storytelling, humor, different voices, and emotional range. This integrates every advanced skill: writing, speaking, cultural awareness, and performance. Total language mastery.
That's ambitious. What about maintaining gains? How do advanced speakers avoid sliding backward?
Create systems, not just goals. Weekly conversation partners, monthly writing projects, quarterly presentations. Build English maintenance into your life structure. Consistency beats intensity. Small daily practices maintain and slowly improve your level.
Systems over goals. What daily practices work best?
Morning journaling in English. Thinking in English during commutes. Teaching or explaining something daily, even to yourself. Reading challenging articles with coffee. These rituals keep English active without feeling like study.
English rituals. Let's talk about the emotional journey of advanced learning.
Advanced learning can be lonely. You're too good for intermediate resources, but not native. Find communities of other advanced learners. Share struggles and victories. Remember, the journey never truly ends. And that's beautiful, not frustrating.
Community and perspective. What about dealing with native speakers who still treat you as non-native?
This is frustrating, but says more about them than you. Confidently claim your expertise. Correct misconceptions. Your multilingual perspective is valuable. Don't let others' limitations define your relationship with English.
Claiming your expertise. Any final advice for advanced learners feeling stuck?
Remember why you started. Reconnect with your love for English, the books that moved you, conversations that changed you, opportunities it created. Then push forward. Read harder books, have deeper conversations, create meaningful content. Growth continues if you choose it.
Beautiful reminder about purpose and choice. What resources exist for advanced learners?
Look beyond traditional language learning. Academic journals, professional associations, creative writing workshops, Toastmasters, specialized podcasts. Your resources are everywhere once you stop looking in the Learning English section and start engaging with English-speaking communities directly.
The whole world is your classroom. Final thoughts on the advanced journey?
Being advanced means you're never done. There's always another accent to understand, style to master, or cultural reference to learn. Embrace this endless journey. You're not just learning a language anymore. You're living it, shaping it, contributing to it.
Living the language. That's profound.
And remember, every advanced speaker was once a beginner who didn't quit. Your persistence brought you here. Let curiosity and purpose carry you forward. The plateau is just a ledge to the next peak.
What an inspiring way to conclude. That's all for episode 11. We've explored how to maintain momentum and continue growing when you're already fluent.
In our next episode, we'll discuss something special: how to use your English skills to make a real impact in the world, whether through career, creativity, or community.
Until then, embrace the challenges, seek discomfort, and remember, advance doesn't mean arrived. It means always advancing.
Keep pushing your boundaries, celebrate your multilingual mind, and never stop exploring what English can help you become.
This is Learn English Quickly, reminding you that mastery is not a destination. It's a way of traveling.
Stay curious, stay humble, and keep growing. See you in episode 12. Goodbye for now.